Hey guys, what is up? Today I want to introduce a small little mini-series to the channel, which is for me very interesting because I love food. I'm a real food connoisseur and I think this is a fun little mini-series to add on my YouTube channel. Now, the backstory of this mini-series is that I got in contact with someone of Japan. I said I missed Japan since I last traveled there and I want to try more of their foods. I went to the stores, I don't understand the language, I cannot read it, and I didn't know what to buy. So, out of a challenge, she sent me a big box of goodies, from good stuff to something that should challenge me, and I'm really curious what's in the box. But in case you don't know, I already know what's in the box because I've opened the box up already on Twitch. So in other words, come follow me on Twitch as well, because I will be there live talking about Japan, K-pop, all these extra things that I think are just fun to talk about live rather than just making a video about it. But let's not waste any more time and let's jump right into the box that I have right here to show what's in it. Just in case you're curious, this is the entire box. There is a lot of ramen in there. It might not look like expensive foods, but my god, these are things that I saw that I cannot get here in Germany locally. At least you can, but they're very difficult to scout out. And that is something that I don't want to do. I don't want to run from shop to shop to hope that they have a certain product. I am very happy about the box itself, so let's not waste any more time and jump right into what we have to eat and try out with you on here as well. Starting from the top, we have chocolate sand. I think it's super cool. I've never heard of chocolate sand before with matcha. In case you don't know, I love matcha very much. We have some mixture for some fried rice. I'm happy that we got some notes on it to explain what is, because I would have thrown this into water most likely. I made a soup out of it, so that is a good thing to know. We have miso soup with crab meat. I don't know why it is so difficult to find something like this in Germany, but I think there's a regulation that says you cannot sell these prepackaged foods with meat in it. So I think that's the reason why I'm so happy about it. I think this is going to be super tasty. I love crab, I love miso. I think together it's going to be fabulous. We have cookies. Different sorts of cookies. I don't know why, but the cookies actually look like not cookies. Like this one, for example, it looks very much like meat. So it could be that it's dried meat or just a big joke out of my head. Nonetheless, interesting to see what this is going to be tasting like. We'll find out later. We got these mystery balls out of a vending machine. I know they're from a vending machine because I've seen the vending machines myself, but it's really cool that you get these little things. Why? Because I love the figurines out of Japan. They're always so high detailed, so I hope these are as well. And from what I can see as well, they're from Dragon Ball. I like Dragon Ball. Kind of cool. We have coffee, aka matcha coffee. I don't know if it is actually coffee. It could also be a tea, but it's just what you add to hot water and or to cold water, and you can make your own drink out of it. Kind of interesting to see how this is going to taste, and we should do a test for both hot and cold drinks because I'm really curious to know which one actually tastes better, hot or cold. And lastly, we have one more matcha product, which is Macedonian nuts covered with matcha. Actually, I have tried these already. I opened the box because I was hungry and I got them sent to me. So let's do a quick live test here. The matcha is so great. I don't know why, but the matcha out of Japan is so much different than the products you get here. From now on, I really just had matcha that is very bitter, and I'm not really a fan of bitter matcha, but here it's nice and sweet, it's elegant, it's very smooth, but when you buy it here locally in Germany, it's like a completely different product, so I'm really happy. The longer you let it melt in your mouth, it's just fantastic. Great. So let's get to the highlight of the box. In case you don't know, I specifically asked, I'm really curious about cup noodles. I am a real fan of cup noodles. I like testing here and there the different types, but in Germany there's not a lot of types. So I'm really curious to find out what the cup noodles she gave to me and how they actually taste. Let's start with number one. I don't know what it says. I cannot read the taste, but I did find out that this guy on this cup is basically the president of one of the biggest cup noodle makers in Japan. Again, I'm really curious how it just tastes. I'm happy they add some sort of picture to it because it kind of looks delicious, but I'm not really sure how hot it's gonna be. Like, I don't think it is gonna be hot. Yeah, there are a few flames here and there, but listen to the goodness. Just listen to it. Yeah, it's good. You know it's good. Really curious how this is gonna come out in my mouth. We have a bit of a mystery pot noodle here. I don't know what the taste is, what to do with it. I did get some instruction on what to do. It just looks like a basic cup noodle that you throw in a pan and you mix it all together. Super cool. We need to do some cooking with that, aka not just pour water in it. Interesting to see what taste it is and actually what it is. It could be super spicy. It could just be super basic. I'm not sure, but let's find out that together. We have one noodle that I already know. This is delicious. I don't know about you guys, but I prefer my cup noodles or ramen to come with packages with seasoning that is water-based and not powder-based. And the reasoning for that is it just tastes so much better. The sauces that you include into the ramen taste so much better when it's just a proper sauce and not just a powder-based like for example you see in these ones. This is going to be delicious. I've had this before. I really liked it. Let's see if we can make it look very elegant. Let's eat this one together. We have another ramen that we need to cook in a pot. This has 3 servings inside of it, but we can just play around with it. We can say, okay, we got 3 servings. Let's see what different meals we can make out of it. Maybe add different ingredients, see if one tastes better than the other. This is interesting to find out what it is. Again, I don't understand what taste it is, but we'll find out together. Coming to the cup noodle part, we actually have something that looks very Italian. It says chili tomatoes. What is this? Spaghetti bolognese? I have really no idea. It just says big on it. It is from the Cup Noodle company. I have no idea how this is going to taste, but I'm really curious to find out, because when it has English text on it, it normally means that it is also meant for a European market or an English speaking market, not Japanese. So these are things that people non-Japanese speaking would buy in Japan more often. We don't have 1, but we have 2 spicy cup noodles. We're going to invite someone over to eat these ones together. I think this is going to be a bit of a challenge. I have seen people eat these ones on YouTube videos before, but so far I don't know if it's going to be that spicy or not. I have tried spicy food challenged by Koreans. I finished the challenge and it was kind of okay still, but I'm curious how hot this is going to be. We have a mini red pepper noodle cup. Again, it's small, it's tiny. Doesn't mean it's going to be more dangerous, doesn't mean it's going to be super spicy. I don't know, but it's covered with chilies. It even says in English red pepper. I don't know if that's going to be spicy, but we'll find that out together as well with you guys. Coming to the last cup noodle, the one that I actually think is the most interesting, and the reason why, I don't understand what it is inside of it again, but there is a map to say where it comes from, and it actually says a picture of the store, aka a bit of a background to the cup noodle. And it shows something that I didn't know, that you have these famous ramen stores that try to sell off the product in cup noodles. I think that's really cool. It's very authentic, and it's actually a fun way to make a little bit more money. You know, you sell a dish that is accessible to people in stores. Also, a little bit of a fun fact, I don't know why, but in Germany you will never find the packages on the top, but I've heard by people living there that this is put there for convenience, aka the people that open it up quickly, want to add water to it, they might forget that this is actually inside to add more seasoning to it. So it's kind of interesting that they added this to the cup noodle on the outside. It's all about convenience and being smart with the product. This takes a little bit more time to place here, but once it's there, it's all gonna make people all happy when they see it. I just found some nuts with wasabi taste on it. I don't know about you guys, but I really love wasabi, and it always makes me happy. It's a little bit spicy, it has a little bit of a bite to it, and it's a very fun product to eat actually. Going away from cup noodles, we don't have 1, but we have 2 curry dishes. Again, I don't know what the taste is. I can only see the pictures. It has potatoes in it, carrots, a bit of meat, and I'm told that you need to add this with hot water, aka you put it into hot water to heat up and then you just eat it away. I don't know what the difference is, but I really like the packaging. I love that there is gold in it. I like that it has a bit of a Pokemon card collection feel to it, as if you have the silver edition, the gold edition, and you have to combine it together to make an awesome meal. So we're gonna try out these meals together to see how they match up against each other, but from my point of view, I don't know why, I just think the gold one just looks a little bit nicer, therefore it might taste better. Coming back to the cup noodle, I must say this is the nicest packaging I ever saw for any meal, and I'm looking at it because it just looks so beautiful, but just have a look at this. It's gold, it's beautiful, it's amazing looking. Again, I don't know if this is going to be a ramen, I don't know if it's going to be spaghetti. It looks like spaghetti to me, but I know it is ramen as well. It's supposed to be a soup actually, but I just love the packaging. Again, just listen to the contents inside. Oh yeah, just listen to that. You know there's some goodness in there, and we're gonna find out how that tastes in one of our videos. We got some chopsticks, which I think is always useful to have in any ramen situation or cup noodle situation. I just want to point out one more thing, and it comes back to the idea of convenience in Japan. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a little toothpick inside, which is a very convenient item to add in chopsticks. When you eat, you always get food between your teeth and you don't have anything to remove it. And especially when you're in lunchtime and you come back after lunch to work, you don't want to smell bad, you don't want food between your teeth, but they added a toothpick to the food. I mean, that is just amazing. That's just taking the extra mile again to think, okay, how do we make this food? How do we make all of this more convenient to people? And just by adding a small little toothpick, it just makes it so much better. And that's coming back to the point. Japan is all about convenience and about saving time and making sure that you are as convenient as possible eating food, going to work, or making sure that your teeth look good. Awesome. And we have 4 of those. Then we're coming to a final and slowly. But before we do that, we have not one but 2 beers to try out. I don't know why again, but it's such a shiny logo. I really love the bottle. I don't know if I want to drink it. I want to keep the bottle for sure. I've never seen such a creative bottle. It just looks beautiful in my opinion. And Japanese beer brewed in Japan. It could be one of those microbreweries. I'm not really sure, but awesome. And then we have a, what is it? A premium malts. I don't know what kind of beer it is, but according to the picture, it looks very like caramel. It just looks much better than I think it's gonna taste. I don't know about that, but there's an interesting sticker on it that says 1.5%. Is that 1.5% alcohol, or what am I supposed to do with it? Like, nope, there's no ball in it. Okay, I'm just checking. Everything is fine. Interesting how this is going to taste. Like I say, there is a picture of it. I hope it's going to taste as good as the picture. Coming to the last item on the list is something that has been challenged to me because I said I like spicy food. I want to know how spicy food actually tastes. And all that I can say is that I'm hell scared to death to actually eat this yakisobe, because it's literally the spiciest one that you can buy in Japan. Like literally, there's a warning sign on it that says watch out. I've heard that the spice inside is made out of ghost peppers. I'm not really sure about it, but my god, it just looks scary. I mean, death is literally looking at you saying, yo man, you gotta watch out. But that's gonna be the last video of the series. This is the one that's most likely gonna kill me. I've seen people eat this one. It didn't have a good ending for a lot of people, so stay tuned for that one. That's the one that's gonna scare me the most. But I think when eating this yakisobe, I am going to drink it with this beer, nicely complementing each other. I think so. I think it's going to be a good match. They're going to be friends with each other when they hit my stomach, and most likely this is going to kill me, but at least I'll die with a good taste of a nice beer in my mouth. So that is something that I'm really looking forward to. So yeah guys, this is all the food that I'm going to be looking over all the mini series. I'm going to split this all up in singular videos. They're not going to be long videos. My goal is to make them quick, give my quick feedback on the food. How does it taste? Is this something I would recommend? If you go to Japan, what can you pick up in the store so you don't have to be confused? This is all about an experience. This is about you guys trying something with me, making me suffer, especially again with this one. If you have any foods you want me to try out in the near future, you know, just give me some recommendations. I'll see what I can scout out here in Germany. But finding some of these foods is really hard for me because none of it is in English. You just need to kind of guess what it is and hope that you can find it. So yeah. Interesting. So yeah guys, this is all the food that we're going to be looking at, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to enjoy this mini series. Of course, this is going to be the longest video from all of them, but this is all about giving the rough idea on what is going to happen on this mini series. I think it's really fun. I love food. I love Japanese food. I love Asian food, and I love trying foods from all around the world, because why not? It cannot kill you. I still think that one is going to kill me. Thank you very much guys, and if you did enjoy the video, please make sure you hit the like button, make sure you're subscribed, and of course I'll see you on the next music video review, and of course one of these mini videos. So catch you then, and see you then.